Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are here on the Ninja account again. This is episode 4 now, I think. I'm not going to keep track of that moving forward, just so you guys know. But I wanted to give you guys an update about what's going on, because obviously in the very early game, we are progressing very, very quickly. Still no access to tournaments yet. This is a little frustrating right now. I'm glad I did pull those voids when I did. Granted, I didn't get anything from them, but at least I didn't have to worry about, missing a 2x event or anything, trying to wait to get a little bit of extra resources from a tournament that apparently I can't even access. So, probably a reason for that. I don't know what it might be, but wanted to give you guys an update overall about what's going on. So we've got Kael fully ascended now to 5-star. I was waiting for the mission that I just completed to fully ascend him to 5 stars. So we've got that done now. And things are going really, really well on the account. It is insane how quick you can progress when you have such a powerful legendary at the very beginning of the game. So in campaign, I don't remember if I had finally beaten hard or not yesterday and fully got all the stars. I did not, because I got that sacred shard from that. And now we're here in Brutal. To be honest, I feel like I could kind of do the same thing in Brutal, but I've been focusing on missions quite a bit, trying to knock them out as much as possible. Now we've gotten to this point where we're kind of stuck in the arena. I do have, as you can see, 7 keys ready to go, as well as plenty of refills. In fact, I'm probably going to churn out those and get this refill in. Let's talk about Arena, because we've made progress there as well. We're in Silver 2 already. I think this team beat me. We'll just refresh, just get a fresh new wave. But I did finally get the War Master. So I want to show you the new and improved team with the War Master. I'll take it off auto for you guys so you can see how this works. This is a very standard, very basic team. You give increased attack to your guys. You place the decreased defense. You use your nukes. Now, you did notice, hey, some of that didn't land. That's going to happen. You're dealing with a rare here, and I'm very, very early game. She's also a force affinity, and I've currently only been putting Great Hall points into these two so far for accuracy. So force doesn't even have any extra accuracy, no banner or anything like that. So 78 accuracy is all she's got. Now, I am running an accuracy set, and I'm trying to get a high enough speed. That's been a bit of an issue. I actually had to slow down my kael. The way it was working is my War Maiden was I don't have speed boots on the account, guys, and I farmed all day in, like, I set up multi battles while we went grocery shopping today, and farmed all day in campaign Palace of Aravia on hard on stage. Here, I'll just show you. If I go to hard on stage 6, which will drop boots. I got a bunch of boots from the speed set. None of them were speed boots. What does that mean, by the way? Again, I'm going to reiterate this probably every time, because I don't want people that know what they're doing to think I'm talking down to them. But keep in mind, this is an account, or this is a channel that is meant to teach and help people learn, help people understand stuff. So when I say speed boots, people may not understand what that means. So that means that the primary stat on the boots is speed. This is what I'm looking for boots. Unfortunately, if I do a search for speed boots right now, that means main stat speed and include equipped, I've got all my speed boots equipped. Now, I took my fastest 3-star boots. Notice I went with the gray ones and not these green ones. I don't care about that extra crit rate stat on this particular champion, but furthermore, this is cheaper to level up and therefore less punishing on my overall silver. I'm only looking for speed. If this was accuracy as a substat here, I'd probably level that. But There are no other speed boots I have on the account that have any accuracy whatsoever. Didn't roll any on these boots either. You may be asking yourself, well, why were you farming gray boots from the speed dungeon? Why weren't you farming dragon or one of the other dungeons? That's a fair question. And in hindsight, maybe I should have. I felt like my odds of getting speed boots were higher farming on Palace of Aravia. And I'm not necessarily gearing an end game champion here. I'm not gearing one of my carry champions, one of my campaign farmers. I'm gearing somebody for the short term to serve as my decreased defense champion. Again, if you don't remember, I went over her kit. She gets decreased defense, the big version right here. So that's what I was looking for out of her. That is it. I just wanted her to be able to place decreased defense, but I needed her to go after Spirit Host, but before Kael and Ninja. So I put some boots on her, leveled them up a little bit. I slowed Kael down just a little bit by swapping out a piece that had speed, but kept his speed still relatively high. He's now at 155. I think my Ninja goes before him now. Wait, oh, I didn't switch. There you go. 158. So actually, yeah, so Ninja goes a little bit before Kael. But that's kind of good. I actually like Kael going second because if you don't know this, which a lot of people forget, Kael fills his turn meter by 25% for each enemy killed. So if we kill 3 enemies, that's 75% turn meter. So, I mean, in some cases, that's a second turn if the person that's remaining is slow. So, and then I can finish them off with Disintegrate. So, but that's the concept of the team. Very simple. Increase my attack, decrease their defense. You may be saying, well, but you can't even land the decreased defense. It lands more often than that. I mean, that was an unlucky example. Also, I don't think she's booked at all, so it's only a 75% chance. I don't know if I have any missions in the near future to do any upgrading of champions. Like by there's another ascension. We're gonna wait to ascend someone else to 5-star, right? Make sure you're looking ahead. I also need to wait to 6-star my Kael until after I get to this. Hopefully I can push through and get to this, because the rank 5 champions I will be getting will be food for Kael. So we don't really want to get rid of those champions. We want to make sure we're paying attention to that. So there are no other events about that I can see regarding upgrading skills. So it might be worthwhile to upgrade War Maiden's skills. Now, remember, she is a free champion. In fact, if we look at Spirit Host here, I can use my copy of Spirit Host to upgrade Spirit Host skills. I have no interest in doing that. This is a go first team. I want to win on the first attack. I'm not worried about her cooldowns. I'm not worried about her damage. I'm not worried about reducing this block debuffs to a 5-turn cooldown. Come on, that's way too long. I don't want to use this champion for progression. Spirit Host is here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's give me increased attack on Kael and Ninja. End of story. But if I wanted to be conservative with my books, I could wait and farm copies of War Master and book her that way if I really wanted to, but the drop rate is very low. I don't believe that it's worth it for me to do that, so we have books here that we can use. So what we're trying to do, because we don't care about the cooldown, we're just trying to get 3 books to land here. Now, this is a little trick for you guys that are new. You may think, oh, I'm going to hit this max button, and I'm going to go ahead and put 12 books onto this champion. That is a waste of books. Do not do that. What you want to do, think about what you want from the champion. Now, if it's Kael, your starter, book them completely out. You want all the damage you can on them, right? But for War Maiden, we only want this ability to be booked. It's the only ability that we care about. Therefore, what we can do is 1 book at a time. Now, that book didn't land where we wanted it to land. It landed in Opportunity Strike. The hope is, the plan is to use 1 book at a time. That one landed where we wanted it, right? And then if we're super lucky, they'll all go right here. If we're unlucky, they'll all go over here and we have to use every single book. but we're only trying to increase this to a 100% chance. That's all I'm looking to do. That went on the A2 again. Let's see if we can get lucky. That went on the A1. I'm seeing it very, very quickly. If you guys aren't seeing it, I'm able to see it very, very quickly here right before it happens. That went on the A2. A couple of other notes about this. This is not the best time to be using books. There may be a champion training tournament. By the way, important to note, books give you points in the champion training tournament, but not the champion training event. So keep that in mind. There are two types of leveling up champion game modes, I guess you could call them. I don't want to say event because one's an event, one's a tournament. But the tournament, if you book champions, you get points for that. If you book champions during the event, you do not get points for that. So keep that in mind. Also, you do get you do get points for using books during clan versus clan. Now, I'm going to be very hard-pressed to put up the minimum 50,000 points in my clan and get the rewards from Clan v Clan with my current squad. So these books are actually very, very valuable to me, and I shouldn't be using them right now, but probably going to get a couple more of these in the next couple of days. And I really want to make my point here and show you guys on camera. What tends to happen is I'll wait for an idea and say, oh, okay, I'll show that on camera. And then something happens, something changes. I forget to make the video and I get stuck. And then then it's like, oh shoot, I wanted to show you guys that and didn't get a chance. Or I'm deliberately delaying my progress, and all that does is hurt me and my progress, just so I can show you guys something. So I'm willing to throw away a couple of Clan v Clan points there. I don't recommend that if you are looking to make your points. Now, for my clan, I do have a 50,000 minimum points. I am the clan leader, so I could technically go turn that off if I wanted to. That might be a little bit mean, but it would be good for me because I don't know if I can do 50,000 Clan v Clan points this early on. I may turn that off just because I'm mean like that. And I say I'm mean like that because that's not really fair to my clan. I'll put it to my clan. I'll have them vote on it, and then I'll turn that off either. I'll see how they feel about it tomorrow. So, okay. Now we have that at 100%. Let's go back into Arena and see how well this goes now that we have it at 100%. Now, weak affinity is a thing. So if we look, you'll see this is no weak affinity. This is only going to be an accuracy issue. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's see what we do with Ninja. Kill everybody. One shot. Amazing. Absolutely great. That's what we're looking to do. That is a very basic, free-to-play, day 5 team. We did get our next piece of lifesteal gear, by the way. So in the new player rewards, day 5, right, we got that shield. Let's take a look at that shield. I haven't looked at it yet, I don't believe. I might have. I've been doing a lot of stuff on the account lately. Here's the new shield. Great stats. Crit rate, HP percent, and speed. Great stats on this shield. It's very possible that we might be able... I'm just looking here. So the question becomes, do I want an attack chest on Kael? And that may seem pretty obvious. He's an attack-based champion. Of course you want an attack-based chest. But he's also does a lot of his damage. In fact, a majority of his damage on this account right now for Clan Boss is coming out of his poisons. So it might benefit me to put him in a lifesteal set and get the damage from his poisons and keep him alive in Clan Boss with the damage that just from the damage that he's doing. I will say this. Lifesteal gear is way more effective when you have your last mastery, whether it's War Master or Giant Slayer, because this does percent-based damage that when it procs, you get a big heal. A big heal. Without it, you're kind of healing up, but you're not going to heal to full. At least not with the damage I'm currently doing. Maybe later on in the game, when I'm doing crazy amounts of damage, I'll do crazy amounts of healing. But I already ran my keys for Clan Boss, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you how much damage he does and everything, Ninja that is, and how he heals himself up being in this lifesteal set. He mostly heals himself up with his A2. That is really what heals him up the most, because it's the triple hitter and we're getting a lot of damage out from the burn activation. So he tends to heal himself up pretty quick with that, but not so much with everything else. Let's see. Yep, so we're still doing arena. That's basically going to be my night tonight. It's just doing arena. This time I'll set it on full auto. We'll let this one go by itself, and we'll see how we do. Taragi, pretty tanky champion, could be a problem. And it's not. So, yeah, keep these in mind. This has got 2 legendaries and no speed or elite? I always forget how the defense... I feel like that's the aura they're using, right? Yeah, that is. Okay. So I should win the speed battle. And I do. Big win. There we go. So, what do we have to look forward to? Well, hopefully, we'll get an opportunity with the Sacred Shard. That's probably going to be a couple of weeks away before we see our first 2x event for Sacred Shards. So in the meantime, we're probably about 2 weeks away. So not next weekend, but the weekend after that, we will probably get to pull Ancient Shards during a 2x event. You'll see I already have 12 saved up. I do have a bit of a theory in the meantime that I might do. I'm not committing to anything, but it's very possible if things continue the way they're going that I run into a shortage of champions to work on, right? You always want to be working. You always want to be improving. We got day 6. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for me on reset. That's a big chunk of energy. That big chunk of energy is going to help me massively. I don't know why I'm doing this. This has nothing to do with this. This 500 energy is going to give me 500 energy to work with, play with, and level up champions. I'm saving gems to finish upgrading the mine. If I wasn't doing that, I would probably spend more of my gems on energy right now. The reason being that the energy I get from the gems will help me just level up champions and get me that 6-star kael sooner. It's kind of a greedy play. I should have a 6-star kael by now, honestly. So if we look at him right now, I've got 1 food ready for him. I know people that were able to 6-star their kael in, I don't know them, but I've seen them 6-star their kael in that first, couple of hours. They're playing a little bit differently. I am in no rush. This is not a race. I can be very patient. I can be methodical. I can be slow. I can try to balance my resources in a way that's beneficial to me. The fact that I'm progressing this far in the missions where I got 300 gems and I have all the masteries on kael, which I probably did a little bit early since he's not 6-star yet. But still, things are going very well. And all of this looks very possible with the tiniest little exception of fusing Justicar. I don't know. Yeah, I just have 1 piece left to farm for him. I probably won't want to use these ones. I may have to farm new copies of them, but we'll see what champions I have by the time I get to this mission. I don't want to lose my decreased defense and increase... Well, I have a 2nd Spirit Host, so we're good there. So I just need a 2nd War Maiden and then a 2nd Diabolist, which I'd probably like to get those from Brutal difficulty, which I'm in now. So I'm almost to that point. I've been progressing very slowly through Brutal, mainly because, like I said, I swapped over to do missions, and my missions were related to the dungeon keeps. You may be asking, well, why'd you do that? Because all of the dungeon keeps are open for the first week that you start playing. Those missions that I just did are dungeon keep and then something else, dungeon keep, something else, dungeon keep, right? So doing those dungeon keeps while they're open now will prevent me from having to wait a whole week rotation in order to do the other dungeon keep stuff on here. So if I can get through these missions quicker, like I'm doing so far, within the next 2 days and knock out the Spirit Keep mission, Force Keep mission, Void Keep mission, I won't have to wait until the Void Keep opens up again or the Force Keep opens up again or whatever. And that's going to really speed me up. And right now, things are looking pretty good. I think I already even have. I don't have a 4-star ready to go. Am I leveling a 4-star right now? I am not. So I should be leveling a 4-star, trying to get food for a 4-star so I can get another rank 5 champion. Because that looks to be a bit of a stopping point for me. Is there any other... Okay, that one's fine. I'm actually less of a rush for that now that I look at it, because we won't have any more of the keep stuff. So I want to try and get through to all those dungeon keeps. There could be something big in here that's going to interrupt me and slow me down. It's entirely possible there's something in here that I'm not looking ahead and seeing that might halt my progress, but so far I'm progressing pretty well in most of these areas where it's asking me to progress. So yeah, things are going very, very well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to talk about. Any other changes? There's some energy. Thank you. I'm starved for energy right now. I mean, it's actually kind of nice because I can take that break and go, play something else and not, or go play my other accounts that, I haven't been playing lately. So the challenges have gotten kind of to I can't control what type of champion I summon. These will happen eventually. The artifact ones, these ones I will do once I go back into the campaign and start progressing in there. The dungeon ones, I need specific types of champions. I need a heal reduction and a remove buffs. So if I come in here and look at other effects, negative effects, or I guess it's a debuff, sorry. So debuffs, heal reduction, either one, right? I don't have either heal reduction. And then if I go back to the other effects, negative effects, remove buffs, steal buffs, I don't have those yet, right? I don't have any champions that can do those things. So I can't do those missions, plain and simple, right? I hope to get there eventually, or not missions, sorry, those challenges. And that's exactly what they are. They are challenges. They're meant to be a little bit more difficult. Some of these I can do, like that one I can do, this one I can do. But there's another mission that will coincide with this, so I'll wait and do that then. Same with Ice Golem. I can wait to do those. That Ice Golem might be one of the harder missions for me to complete with my roster right now. Hopefully getting Kael to 6 stars will make a big difference. I can heal myself up and kind of force my way through. Because dungeon progression is a little stagnant right now. I feel like I'm on stage 9. On 9 for most of the dungeons, or stage 6 for the harder dungeons. Dragon, I'm on stage 9. The keeps, I'm also on stage 9 for all of the keeps that I've been progressing. I haven't had to go back into Magic Keep. Or no, Magic Keep was actually harder. I couldn't go past stage 6. And I think it's the same thing for Spirit. I just can't out damage her healing yet. But we're at the right level for the progression of the missions so far. So I'm happy. I'm not, no need to if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So I've got energy. I have arena tokens that I need to use. In fact, I may have talked too long. I don't want to lose these. I've got 36 minutes to refresh those. So I'm going to end this video now. I do want to talk about a couple really, really quick things, so please don't leave yet. Number one, I do stream Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. A lot of you are new here and haven't come to hang out during those yet. So feel free to come hang out. They're a lot of fun. I kind of cover everything, mostly on my what I call my free to play account. I have two free to play accounts now, but this is free to play Roadblock right here. This free to play account is my normal free to play account, and I do a lot of live arena on this right now. I do Hydra on it, although I've already done my Hydra key. This is like my main account. And for those of you that have been fans of this account's not going anywhere. I'm still working on it. I'm still progressing it. What I will likely be doing is weekly updates on this account as opposed to daily updates that I did for so long, because it just, there's less stuff going on, and I feel wrong just making content for content's sake. I want to give you guys valid updates, advice, building techniques, and everything. So expect weekly updates on this account. And I think that's everything that I kind of wanted to cover. Yeah, come hang out for streaming tomorrow. I'll be playing this account. I'll be playing the free-to-play account. I'll be playing my main account even. By the way, if you're wondering how I'm able to have both accounts up at the same time, RSL Helper allows you to do this. So that's why I love RSL Helper. I'm not trying to push their product or anything. I'm really not. It's just answering questions. Let me double check. There's been so. Oh, by the way, you guys have been super supportive. My channel. I have a lot of comments now. I have a lot of likes. I've gained a lot of subscribers. Things are really going well for the channel. So thank you for everybody that is helping me out there. I think there was a comment that had there was a question. And I've forgotten it. I apologize. Also, I have a few of you that have messaged me directly in the past for account takeovers, and I have forgotten who. I've done a lot of takeovers lately. My mind is being pulled in many different directions. I'm traveling in a couple of days, and money is becoming an issue for me. So it's been a very chaotic last couple of days for me. So I apologize if I haven't gotten to do any account takeovers. I'm going to put all account takeovers, I'm going to postpone those until August when I get back from my trip. So if you have messaged me for an account takeover, re-message me in Discord. By the way, my Discord is in the description of this video. Very helpful community in there. So message me on Discord and remind me in August, and I will get back to you, and we'll schedule that takeover. Okay, guys? So I do apologize. I'm not trying to lead anybody on or leave anybody hanging. And by the way, if you're wondering about account takeovers, the only thing that I require for account takeovers right now, this may change in the future, but for now, as long as you are a member of the channel, this is a great way to directly support me financially, because if you become a member, there's different tiers. I think there's a $3 tier and a $5 tier right now. If you sign up to be a member, that's going to go to me right through YouTube, and that's going to help me keep doing this content in the way that I'm doing it, right? So every little bit helps. I appreciate any of that. And then, of course, we've got the live streams where you guys can come in. You can do super chats. I gift memberships often. I like to gift memberships. I'm actually owe the community 2 memberships because I pulled 2 legendaries on my recent shard pull, and whenever I pull a legendary, I gift a membership to the community, but I forgot to do it that day because I was so hyped up over the 2 legendaries that I pulled. So tomorrow, which will be Monday, that'll be the 29th of July, if you guys are hanging out in chat, there's a chance you can get gifted a membership. That's You're gonna get to ignore my ads when I'm live streaming. You're gonna get emoji access, and you can get a free account takeover if you want. So come hang out tomorrow. I'll see you all there. Remember 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. Type that into a calculator on your phone or on Google and see if when that correlates to your time zone, because I know I have people all over the world watching me. But yeah, that's everything I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Thank you again for all the support, like I just mentioned. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It would be a big boost to my channel and to the content that I'm trying to make. This is content for everybody. This is content for experienced players. This is content for new players. I'm just trying to help people get better at Raid Shadow Legends. Also, share this stuff with your clan members. If you've got clan members that are always asking questions about arena or how to build, like who should I be leveling, what should I be doing, send them to my channel. I might answer that question for them. And that's going to be also boost me and help me make more content for you and for them and for everybody in Raid Shadow Legends. So thank you guys so much. I will see you all next time. Take care.